wedding to be perfect. They want to look special. They want to look unique. But what if they have to share the spotlight with 2,000 other brides?
Many people doing the same thing at the same time. Of course it's going to be stressful.
This film follows 3 young Brits as they get married at one of the biggest and strangest weddings ever seen. They're members of a movement known to outsiders as the Moonies and are travelling thousands of miles to the group's homeland in South Korea.
Those are dead, right?
For the first time ever, documentary cameras have been allowed behind the scenes of the movement that's been branded a sinister cult.
We're called brainwashed people, unificationists, Moonies.
They've been given strict preparation for their big day.
The 3 no's: no smoking or drinking alcohol, and no dating.
I am still a virgin. I think for a long time, a lot of my friends kind of just assumed I was a lesbian.
They're matched with strangers from around the world, sometimes just days before their wedding.
It's going to be the first time we meet,
And will be taking part in one of the most controversial wedding ceremonies in the world.
Stand here and make promises to people we barely know, that's something very important to me. We didn't choose to be here. We were born into this.
I wouldn't be able to marry someone out of our movement because it's to do with, like, lineage, you know. In our movement, being virgins is like you're lucky because you're kind of untainted.
These 3 young Brits are all preparing to be married at a mass wedding ceremony in Korea. They're all part of an organisation that has an infamous past and is led by a man they believe is the living Messiah. In the 1970s, Reverend Sun Myung Moon's Church of Unification, nicknamed the Moonies, became notorious around the world. Moon's new interpretation of Christianity caused outrage. Accused of brainwashing, the movement was criticised for its mass weddings where followers were matched with total strangers.
I think it is a powerful, evil organisation.
Their minds are controlled. Although their bodies are there, their minds are elsewhere.
Through these mass weddings, Moon claimed to be purifying his newlywed followers. His vision was that they would go on to produce a new race of sinless children. Those children are now in their 20s and are today preparing to be blessed at a mass wedding of their own.
Every girl dreams about what their wedding dress is going to look like, and to be honest, I never thought I'd go for something that I'm doing now.
In 6 months' time, 22-year-old psychology student Elisa will be one of 2,000 brides tying the knot at a mass wedding in Korea.
There are thousands and thousands of women in white dresses trying to do their makeup and their hair all at the same time. I mean, it's quite stressful. And, I'm sure there will be a couple women wearing the same dress and, so that's why I'm making mine.
Elisa's parents married at a mass wedding in 1982. They have arranged for their daughter to be wed with another young movement member who lives in Eastern Europe and who she spent less than a month with.
My future husband, or the father of my children, a bit ahead of myself. His name's Andy, or Andre, and he's Czech. He's really funny, he's very clever, he's really great.
It's the goal of every parent in the group to have children that continue Reverend Moon's ideal of a pure lineage.
But what was your reaction when Elisa first said that she wanted to be matched?
Well, I was very happy because it's what we as parents who have gone through this blessing arrangement hope for our children. We hope that they'll choose to go a path similar to us.
The thing is, I never really thought about veil because it's all a bit traditional, you know what I mean?
Elisa and best friend Holly are looking for the right accessories to go with her wedding dress.
The thing is, if you have jewels, you have to match it up with tiaras and things, won't you?
I feel a bit like a snooker player, isn't it?
Yeah. A mime.
Let's go. Woo!
Holly, unlike Elisa, is not a follower of Reverend Moon.
How do you feel, Holly, about your best friend getting married like this?
I suppose it's strange, but it's like, I'm so used to it that... Yeah,
So weird. You used to be being so weird.
Yeah, I'm used to doing odd stuff like this, like running off to Korea to get married and stuff.
As you do.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about your wedding then. Where is it all taking place?
So the wedding's actually, it's going to be a very big wedding, as in not just lots of guests, but many people getting married.
Oh, right. How wonderful.
Yeah.
So tell me, how does it all work?
They're in the process of building a really big stadium out there.
So they built a stadium for the wedding. How many people can say, well, actually, they've just built my own stadium for my wedding. That's fabulous.
Yeah.
It's not just the movement's extreme wedding practices that have set Elisa apart from her schoolmates.
This church has kind of really strict rules. No sex before marriage, no smoking, no drugs, these sorts of things.
The one rule I remember being told is the kissing thing about every time that you kiss someone, it kind of takes away a bit of you, and you kind of explained it. I remember you got like a bit of paper, and you were like, it's like your heart, or your it was really extreme, and you like ripped off a bit, and in my head I was like, oh, got no soul left.
These aren't the only rules that Reverend Moon's followers are asked to accept. In this rare and astonishing footage, devotees prove their ultimate acceptance of Moon's divinity by allowing him to match them to complete strangers just days before a mass wedding. Moon is now too old to do all the matching, so allows parents to do it on his behalf.
Okay, so from the top.
21-year-old Raymond has been matched by his parents to someone he's never met.
Basically, my parents first told me about her, and I guess her parents did the same.
I put pictures of their face together and looked to see how they looked together. And they just looked right together when I saw that, you know.
Raymond's bride-to-be, Lisa, lives in Korea.
I was thinking, it'd be nice to have kind of some Asian blood in a way, like in my family. I don't know, I just thought that'd be cool. When I found out that she was half Malaysian and Argentinian, I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Although it's been purely a long-distance courtship, it didn't take long for Raymond and Lisa to seal the deal.
Started chatting on Facebook, I think. We took 7 days to kind of think about it and decided to say yes, you know.
So it's 6:45 now. We've got about an hour, so...
Just months before the wedding date, Raymond is about to meet his future wife for the first time.
According to the website, the flight's more or less on time.
By marrying within the movement, Raymond is following in his father's footsteps.
My wife and I were matched in Germany by Reverend Moon, and then we were blessed in 1982. A somewhat similar process in a sense, you know. From memory, Raymond's only real requirement was that the person should be able to speak English, because he doesn't fancy learning other languages so much. So there's two ways she can come out here. So if you wait down this end, I'll go up there and make sure that she doesn't go the wrong way. Cool? Okay?
How are you feeling now, Raymond? Is there any nerves at all? Yeah, a little bit. Feeling a little bit nervous. Not too much. I mean, yeah. Just be happy to see her.
I mean, this is the moment when you're going to meet her for the very first time.
Yeah. First real life in person.
That's a big moment.
Yeah.
After an hour's anxious wait, Raymond finally sets eyes on his bride-to-be.
Huh?
That's the screen. That's the screen.
What took you so long?
Stupid memory.
Good to see you.
Raymond and Lisa now have the daunting task of getting to know each other before their wedding.
Do you like mushroom?
I don't know. I think so.
No, that's so weird.
Movies. The 3 no's: no smoking or drinking alcohol, and no dating.
I am still a virgin. I think for a long time, a lot of my friends kind of just assumed I was a lesbian.
They're matched with strangers from around the world, sometimes just days before their wedding,
This is going to be the first time we meet, yeah.
and will be taking part in one of the most controversial wedding ceremonies in the world.
Stand here and make promises to people we barely know, that's something very